Tim Dunlap, Adventure Vehicle Reviews. Today we're here with the 2017 Ram Rebel. The Ram Rebel, known for its bold styling, aggressive stance, and on-road comfort, this truck definitely stands out in a crowd. After about a year of ownership, I've come to find out what I like and what I don't like about this truck. Stay tuned, and today we're going to talk about it. Number one, Ram decided to go with a new modern take on the Rebel grille. It's a departure from its traditional Ram crosshairs grille. It's bold and it's aggressive. It has the Ram lettering right there in your face on the front end. This front end's pretty big, and I think that this Ram Rebel needs a forward-facing camera. As you can see, from inside the cab, the front end of this truck is pretty large. If there was a forward-facing camera in this truck, it would greatly improve the visibility. If you're off-roading and trying to negotiate rough terrain, it could even possibly eliminate the need for a spotter. While you're driving in the city, a forward-facing camera would really help out parking. The tires brings us to number two. The Rebel has 2 inches of additional lift on top of what a normal 1500 has. The normal ride height for the Rebel is 1 inch above what is normally stock. Now, to me, that gives it additional clearance for off-roading, but it also just makes it look awesome. In my opinion, I think it would look better if the normal ride height was an additional 2 inches higher than the standard 1500. And then it had an additional inch of suspension travel, which would give it a total of 3 inches above stock. That way you would just have a little bit more ground clearance. It would look awesome all the time, and it would possibly even give you some room for some 35-inch tires. Which brings me to number three. Number three is the air suspension on the Ram Rebel. And for me, I love it and I hate it. The thing that I don't like about it is that when you're putting it into entry-exit mode from the exterior, from the key fob, for me, it just takes a little bit of time. All right, now I'm going to demonstrate putting the Ram Rebel into entry-exit mode using the key fob. One of the things that I don't like is that it just takes a long time. So to me, it should be pretty instantaneous. That way, by the time you hit the button and you actually get up to the truck, it's completely lowered. But in the time that it's taking me to talk about this right now, it's still going down. It's a really cool feature. I just think that it should happen a little faster. And it's still going. So generally it just takes a little time, so you kind of have to plan how you do it. So that took about 35 seconds for it to lower completely into entry-exit mode. Number four, as much as I love the UConnect system, I really don't like how the navigation is disabled when the car is in drive. The navigation in this truck is very easy to get to. You simply just push the icon for navigation, got where to, address, city, but the keyboard is unavailable because the vehicle is in motion. Now, if you pull over, the keyboard actually comes back. There are different ways to input an address into the navigation system. One is via the audio controls, and the second is via an app called Send and Go, where you can actually send an address to the truck with your smartphone. It's very convenient, but I wish that the keyboard was available for a passenger to be able to use. Brings us to number five. Number five is, why didn't they put a tailgate assist on this thing? Pretty much every other truck out there has a tailgate assist. Now, obviously that's tailgate assisted because I installed my own from DZ. Put a DZ Ram tailgate assist and it works great, but I think that's something that should be included automatically. That about wraps it up for the things that I dislike about this truck, but all in all, it was really difficult for me to find things that I didn't like about this truck. It's an expensive truck, it's a good looking truck, and you know what? I love this truck. So So let's talk about 5 things that I love about this truck. I love the styling of this truck. I love that the front end of this truck is basically completely different than any other truck out there, including other Ram pickups. It has a different bumper, it has different fog lights, it has a different skid protector, it has different lettering in the front. To me, this front end says, I'm a beast. The rear of the truck is also unique in that it has the giant Ram lettering across the back. It also has basically the special edition tailgate with the different cutouts for the Rebel badging and the 4x4 badging. It has its own unique bumper, it has the dual exhaust, it's a nice looking rear. I love that this truck comes with an off-road package wheel set. 17-inch rim with the black pocketed inlay. It's a nice looking rim. The tires, the Toyo Open Countries, we got 33s on here right now. It's nice that the manufacturer actually put a decent tire on this truck for its main purpose, which is off-road. The styling in the interior makes this truck very desirable and very comfortable. It's just a cool looking truck from the inside. You've got the red anodized finish here, the red and gray stitching, the cell phone holders, the embossed seats with the tire tread pattern. It's just a great looking truck and it's fun to be in. And that's one of the things that I love about this truck. Number 2, I love the off-road capability of this truck. After having the Rebel for about a year, I've had the opportunity to test the off-road capabilities of this truck in various types of terrain and under different conditions, from deep sand to rocky trails, off-camber turns, loose dirt hill climbs, rock crawling, steep descents, vertical climbs, snow and mud. This truck can do it all. Its off-road package is more than just aesthetics too. The specialty tuned Bilstein shocks, the 33-inch open country Toyo tires, and the 4-corner air suspension really do the job. Just the air suspension alone increases the clearance and increases the approach and departure angles of this truck, making it a very worthy off-roader. Number 3 is the UConnect infotainment system in this truck. It's extremely easy to use. You can actually access the truck using your smartphone as well. Ram uses the UConnect system in this vehicle. The UConnect system is very easy to use and very self-explanatory. The learning curve is very low. A kid can use this, and my kids do use it. First, we have the radio. You've got Sirius XM, AM, FM. You can plug in any media device, whether it be an iPod or a phone, through Bluetooth, auxiliary, or a USB cable. You've got your controls with a heated steering wheel, seat controls, mirror controls, backup camera controls. The applications, there's tons of them. I mean, you can actually send an address with the send and go like we talked about before. You can use Yelp. You can call 911. Climate control, very functional, very easy to use. Navigation, you can actually change this little car right here if you want to, make it something different. My son likes that little Challenger right there. The phone is also very easy to connect. It'll just ask you if you want to pair that particular phone. The controls are redundant, so there's hard buttons and there's the buttons with the screen. It's just very functional. Number 4, this truck has cubby holes everywhere. You could put stuff everywhere in this truck and I love it. I love the storage compartments in this truck. From the double glove box to the double center console to cup holders everywhere and little nook and cranny cubby holes everywhere, to the in-floor storage in the back compartment and the under seat storage in the back. There's just a place for everything in this truck and I love it. Number 5, the 5.7 liter Hemi engine. This engine has 395 horses and 410 foot-pounds of torque. This has power when I need it, it gets up and goes, has plenty of torque when I'm off-roading in this thing, and it actually gets very decent fuel economy. Once on a trip to Orange County, I got 23 miles to the gallon with a full load in the back of the truck. Again, this has been a great day reviewing my 2017 Ram Rebel. We've talked about the things that I don't like, which aren't many and really are nitpicky, and the things that I love. I would definitely buy this truck again, and I would definitely recommend this truck to any buyer looking for an adventure-based vehicle. Again, this is Tim Dunlap with Adventure Vehicle Reviews. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And in the meantime, get there.